What's going on, guys? Justin, aka Straight Hacks, here back for another draft league that we're going to be taking part in. This time, it's the band type league. This league is in season 8 or in the Scarlet Division. This is a league that, along with Sully and Roy, I am a commissioner of. And so, I'm going to show you some of the rules here. First up, the band type league. The band type league is sort of like a gimmick league that we created, which in every season we ban one type. So like whether it's water, whether it's fire, grass, any Pokemon that is that type gets banned for the full season, can't use it. This season we're banning dragon types, so any dragon type Pokemon is banned. Between whether it's like Tatsugiri, whether it's Roaring Moon, anything, every dragon type banned. No Dragapult, nothing like that. This is a 9-week season with 3 weeks playoffs. Every game is going to be a Natix draft on Showdown with Terra preview because it's Omni Terra. We have 9 to 11 Pokemon available to us with a budget of 115 points. We can have unlimited Terra Captains, but they have a total point limit of 19. The moves that are banned this season are Hidden Power, Shed Tail, Last Strike, Survival Blessing. Z moves obviously banned. Unreleased items are banned, except normal gem is not unreleased. That's why it's allowed. And then evasion boosting items, abilities, moves are all banned. Guaranteed accuracy dropping moves are banned, and Moody is banned. With that being said, let's go over our draft picks this season. First up, we have our first overall pick, or we were not the first overall, but our first overall pick, our first round pick. We were 8th overall of 16 for 19 points. Tornadus Therian, 79 HP, 100 attack, 80 defense, 110 special attack, 90 special defense, and 121 in speed with the Regenerator ability. Now, I could have made this a Terra Captain, and I chose not to, at least at the moment, because I had some other plans, but still a very, very good Pokemon. It does a lot of things really well between hitting hard with things like Hurricane or Bleak Wind Storm, Heat Wave. It can Nasty Plot, it gets U-Turn, it gets Knockoff, and it has an amazing ability in Regenerator, being able to heal when it switches out. It can be bulky and take some hits with the Regenerator, switching in and out. And just overall, a good first round pick. And something I haven't used in a long time, but at the same time, something that I think is going to work really well with our team. It doesn't have the craziest stats, but combined with its ability, it can do a lot. Between hitting very hard with setup like Nasty Plot and that, or being bulky and being able to heal up with the Regenerator. Uh, Obviously, a pure flying type is different. Not many of those. But it should go really well with the rest of our team. Speaking of, our second round pick was another 19 pointer in Great Tusk. One of, if not the best rapid spinners in the game. 115 HP, 131 attack, 131 defense, 53 in special attack and special defense, and 87 speed with the Protosynthesis ability. I wanted something to be able to get rid of hazards so we don't have to run boots on Tornadus every week, and this was one of, if not the best thing at doing that. With its 131 attack and defense, access to rapid spin, amazing ability in photosynthesis. Obviously, like I said, another 19 points. But between these two Pokemon, I think we have a really solid start to our draft. And they do a lot of different things. Tornadoes typically, is going to hit more specially, although it also has high attack. Great Tusk, very much attack oriented Pokemon, and then obviously high defense in HP as well, being able to take those physical hits. Uh, it has some good items it can use, things like Assault Vest to take some special hits a little bit better, booster energy if we just want to hit harder or get faster, things like that. Yeah, it's got all kinds of sets and something I haven't used yet in Gen 9, but something I really, really wanted to try. Our third round pick was our first Terra Captain, and it was Superior. Now, this league didn't do Terra Tax, so Terra Superior was worth 9 points, so I felt like I had to pick it up. I feel like it was a great budget Terra Captain. Now, what this does mean is we can't use any of our high tier Terras, but we have another middle tier Terra that I thought was really good as well. So I went ahead in the third round and picked up our Terra Superior, 75 HP, 75 attack, 95 defense, 75 special attack, 95 special defense, 113 speed, Overgrow, and a Contrary as the big one for the abilities. Obviously, Instead of lowering our stats, if we use a stat lowering move, it will raise them. So this thing hits Leaf Storm and boosts its attack by 2. So basically, it's a 130 base power move that also gives you a nasty plot boost. Um, Being able to have every type of coverage with Terra is awesome, and having access to Stellar Terra Blast, which lowers your special attack and attack, or in this case, will raise it because we have Contrary and hit any Terra Pokemon super effectively. That being said, it may be a third round might have been a little high, but I feel like Terra Superior is worth it at 9 points to reach on. Uh, and I still think our rest of our team came out really well even after this pick, so I'm not really too concerned about having reached for it. Our fourth round pick being Mew, 18 points, 100 across the board, attack, HP, defense, special attack, special defense, and speed with the synchronized ability. I wanted Mew just because of its versatility. It can set up hazards and get rid of hazards. It can pivot around on things. It can be setup. It could be support. It could do so much. And again, another Pokemon I could have used as the Terra Captain had I not done Superior, but I really want to try out Terra Superior and our other Terra Captain I haven't used as a Terra Captain yet. And yeah, I mean, I just wanted Mew to be around because it can fit any role in a team that I want it to. And I'm not really constricted like some other Pokemon to doing just one thing that it's good at. That our next team member is going to be a familiar one. Again, we have Rotom Heat. It's not that I don't even like. Not that I don't like it. I like Rotom Heat, but I don't like it that much to where I need it every draft. It just happens to fit every team that I'm building so well, and so we drafted it again. 15 HP, 65 attack, 107 in defense, and special defense 105, and special attack 86 in speed with the levitate ability. Um, the same reasons I drafted it in my other drafts, I drafted it here. Access to things like Volt Switch, like Will-O-Wisp, Toxic, Pain Split, Overheat, a great typing, especially when combined with its levitate ability, ability to remove hazards. It does force boots occasionally because of its weakness to rocks, but at the end of the day, I don't think it's that big of a deal. It's just such a good Pokemon that I and it worked so well with our team that I had to throw it on here and pick it up. And our next pick was our second Terra Captain in Lucario, 10 of our points. But is this going to be our second Terra Captain? 70 HP, 110 attack, 70 defense, 115 special attack, 70 in special defense, and 90 in speed. With 3 useful abilities, not like amazing. Steadfast is not amazing. Inner Focus can be good because we can't flinch and we're immune to Intimidate. So if we're going for an Intimidate, a physical set, Inner Focus could be good. Justified, obviously boost our attack if we're hit by a Dark type move, and this would be a good candidate to switch on Dark types if we wanted to go that route. But otherwise, it's also a very good Terra Captain, and I saw it down there with Superior. They were 10 points and 9 points, obviously. Lucario being 10, Superior being 9, and I thought it was a good combination of Terra Captains that aren't super expensive, and some things that I haven't used as Terra Captains before, so I wanted to get an opportunity to use both of them. So, yeah, that was our Lucario. Obviously, he can hit especially and physically is another reason why I decided to go with Lucario here. All around a very very good Pokemon, and something I've been wanting to use for a while, and we finally got to pick it up. Our next pick was one of our options to add to our defensive backbone. It was Toxapex. 50 in HP, 63 attack, 152 defense, 53 special attack, 142 special defense, 35 speed. It has Merciless and Limber, and then Regenerator again is the big one for the ability that gives us 2 regenerate Pokemon, being able to bounce back and forth between them if we need to heal up each one when they switch out. And I felt like Toxapex not only was a great defensive addition to our team, but also having that regenerator core to be able to regain health when we switch things out just made it an even more useful member, and something that helped us cover some of our weaknesses that we were looking at, things like ice and fire and stuff like that. Not that we were super building weaknesses like that. It's just something that looked good and fit well into our team. Our next pick is something that I've been wanting to use for a long time, and I just never used it in draft. But it's a thing I normally like to draft, which is a mega. In Nat decks, I don't love megas just being item locked, but this one is a very good one, and it has two very good abilities before Mega evolves, and we're not required to Mega like as soon as we come into battle. So I think this next one's gonna be a really fun pick, and it's Mega Gyarados, 95 HP, 155 attack, 109 defense, 70 special attack, 130 special defense, and 81 speed with a Mold Breaker ability. This thing, could mainly be a setup sweeper with Dragon Dance, but it also has other roles that could fit. Just things like just breaking. Obviously, it can only hold the Mega Stone, but it's such a strong Pokemon that it doesn't necessarily need boosting items. It is relatively slow at 81 speed, but very bulky with 95 HP, 109 defense, and 130 special defense. It hits super hard, 115 attack. I just feel like it's going to be a really fun Pokemon to use. It was only 13 points, so I decided to go ahead and get it as our second to last team member. Which brings us to our very last one, our 1 point Pokemon. It's going to be Golem. 80 HP, 120 attack, 130 defense, 55 in special attack, 65 in special defense, and 45 speed with the Rock Head, Sturdy, and Sand Veil abilities. Another Pokemon, or in this Pokemon, I don't see it coming very often, but if it does, it could do some things like set up rocks and then do like a Custap Sturdy Explosion set or something like that. It still hits very hard, 120 attack, and can take physical hits with 130 defense. So it could fire off some earthquakes or some stone edges or whatever the case may be. Ultimately, I got it as like another hazard setter if we really, really needed one. And, it could do stuff like the sturdy Custap explosion, stuff like that. Just to do something. There wasn't a lot in 1 point. I originally wanted Bastiodon, but that got picked up, so we decided to go with Golem. And yeah, that's going to be our team for the Scarlet Division. Which, oh, by the way, I didn't mention, the start of Scarlet Division is the higher of the two divisions technically. Not like we didn't base them off skill level. We decided that Scarlet is going to be anybody who wants a more competitive atmosphere, and then we have a Violet Division that's kind of supposed to be like a more laid back, chill one. So I decided to join the Scarlet Division, and yeah, that's going to be the team we are bringing into the Band Type League. If you guys enjoyed, please like and subscribe and stay tuned for the first week of BTL coming up soon. Thanks.